Napped over or whatever. Chuck out the haters. Tomorrow's fine for shaking the tables. Tonight, I'm aiming my lasers. You wanna try the fruits of my labor? I heard him by completely misbehaving. So sweet to taste, nothing but flavors. Yeah, I enjoy the fruits of my labors. Don't even try, I cannot be late. Harry tried the wine and being spilled on my table. We're trying to smile all the fruits of my labor. You wanna try the fruits of my labor? I heard them by completely misbehaving. So sweet to taste, nothing but flavor. Yeah, I enjoy the fruits of my labor. Now let's get started here. Free Ribble, I'm glad you came by. I gave you my phone number last. He didn't respond. That's okay. I will link again. There you go. James, Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Had my phone on mute. Hey, how many people we got on right now? I didn't see.
32.
Okay. Uh, First off, I'd like to apologize for what I said last night. I did my homework. I got your email late. Uh, I did say something that was way out of context, content, however you want to say that. And if I offend anybody in the chat, I do apologize. It's not what I meant to say. It just came out wrong.
Thank you for saying that. We were going to address that. That's why I actually sent you my cell phone number
Yeah, I
today.
saw that. I just I don't know if you got my email back a few minutes. I just got my email,
No,
or
no,
I
I
just
didn't get
checked
it
it, I
back.
should say. Yeah, I just saw it.
No,
I would have called you if I would have got it earlier, but I just got my email. I don't always check my emails and stuff every day.
no, it's okay. Um, that was the show openers because um,
Oh yeah, I mean,
I don't want anybody to think. I don't want anybody to think that something that's said on this channel. Um, and that's not fair. That's not fair
yeah,
game. Let's give
yeah,
them fair game. Something that was said on my channel was derogative, and I didn't agree with it, and I didn't bust you on it because I didn't hear it.
yeah. Well, you did a little bit. I think you caught a little bit of it, but anyway, like I said, I apologize from the bottom of my heart for what I said. I could say it was a Freudian slip, but it still came out of my mouth.
Um, okay, fair enough.
You know, you know, I got, it's on record for the whole world to see. I can't deny it. I'm not a racist person, but I meant more for common English speaking people.
Right. Terry says I've said the wrong thing too, and that's
Yeah.
right.
Who,
the, the, well,
I did, I did.
the
I'm sorry.
difference
Go
is
ahead.
going to be the difference is going to be that it's you know what, you made a mistake. Did you mean it in that way? That's my question. Of
No,
course you did. I didn't think
no,
so. Anyway,
but
it,
I'm sorry
yes,
for cutting you off, but here tonight, they, how can I say, I've seen some commentary about it on last night's stream here and on some other streams that was mentioned on. I screwed up. I admit it, and I apologize. It's not what I meant to say. It's just what came out of my mouth. Now, if people say, oh, he's a racist. No, I'm not a racist. Okay. I mean, I could tell you stories, but that's just going to be a waste of time. People say, oh, you're just making excuses. I'm not that type of person.
that's
And if,
exactly right. And
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 if people,
there's
if people,
something in the chat that you need to watch because uh, Edna says that, I got the wrong one. Nobody's perfect. God, that's why God forgives.
yeah.
Yep.
But one thing I'd want to mention though is I believe it was on here a couple of weeks ago. I did talk about being raised in the northern Midwest, that there was a lot of prejudice growing up, and that's like the gateway to being a racist. And I learned the error of my ways when I joined the military.
Right.
But
And we talked about that too because you trust your people that you were with. Doesn't
yeah,
matter what color, what nationality, you trusted those people. Is that correct?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we was all in it together. But you got to figure, when people ask me what, growing up in a little town of 300 people in the northern Midwest, it's in Iowa. I've mentioned before, I grew up in Iowa. I tell them my little town was Whiteville. It's just all white people. And then I mentioned the story on here before. We did have a black family that moved in. They had a young black boy, and I was the only one in town that would stop and talk to him and want to play with him. And they ended up moving out of town within a year or so. It's been a while. I can't really remember how long he was in town. It was for at least a year. And they ended up moving out. And I found out why, because people were being racist towards them.
Right.
But, it's like the school, I mentioned also the high school I went to there in Iowa. We had close to 4,000 kids in our high school. That is true. My freshman class was just over 1,100 kids. Of all them people, the only non-whites were 3 black people, a brother, sister, and a male cousin. And we all got along. It was like, the biggest issues we had in my high school was the city slickers and the farm boys. And it was all over stupidity. But
Right.
anyway, but like I said, I just want to clarify for anybody that newly came on. I said something that was inappropriate last night. I didn't mean to, and I apologize if I upset anybody's feelings. Because I know there was a couple ladies that were rather upset, and I don't blame them. I would be too. But I was on the other side of the story.
I'm glad you jumped on here to clarify that, because I sent you my phone number because I wanted to talk to you about it before we had this conversation. But I think you did a pretty good job of diffusing the situation. This channel's neutral. I don't care what color you are. This is your house. If you want to come on here and hate on me for something, come on here and hate on me for something. I'm okay with that. We are human. The Bible says it doesn't matter what color you are. Am I wrong?
No.
I didn't hear what you said last night, James. That's why I ended the stream so quick and tried to get out of it, because I was trying to listen to, my phone was ringing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I thank you for coming on and at least saying your piece, because I don't think you're racist.
No, and also I'd like to apologize to you, Travis, for.
I've been on other channels with you, and I know better.
Yeah. I'd like to apologize for you for causing, drama on the show last night and upsetting people in your chat.
No, that's okay. No problem. All right.
Who's that?
Oh, yeah, they're having a field day.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Dave.
Yes.
Can I address something with you?
I wouldn't say it on the air. I'd put it in private chat or somewhere else at this point, because
Okay, well, I'll drop the subject about it in private chat.
That's fine, because put it
All
this way.
Hi, Kathy.
Good evening, everybody. How is my family tonight?
You were fantastic. Miss Blue Moon?
Don got blamed
yes, he
Blue
did.
Moon, but I was trying to keep him quiet, because if he would have said something like he normally says, it would have been uglier. That's what I was trying to do, is to keep him from saying anything. We did not try to blame Don. I told Don after the fact what happened, and he was kind of oblivious to it. We were trying to protect him, which we managed to do.
Right. I agree with David. She and I haven't talked about it, so it's okay. Kathy, tell us your stuff.
Oh, which stuff would you like tonight?
I would love anything.
What?
Well, I'm still
Friday.
coughing. I'm still coughing
What's that?
as usual. And so I'm still coughing
sorry.
as usual, but oh well, that'll go away.
Yep.
Interesting short audio that I just ran across on Telegram, and I'm trying to authenticate it because it sounds like Trump, but I don't know if it is manufactured or whether he actually put it out there. I do not know if it will transmit if I play it on my phone. I turned it over to one of my guys on my channel and I said, can you tell if this was put together? Because I can't find the page that the page that it came off from was rather interesting because it's one of Trump's. I said, well, I'm not sure if it's his or not. So I said, dive into it and see what you find. Oh. Where in the heck did it go? Lord, these guys have been active. I can't find what I post. Another thing that I discovered today is Australia. They are getting together by, I don't know what they call them, provinces or states or what they do.
They what? Now we lost Kathy.
Shelly seems to have that issue, don't she?
Yep.
I don't understand why either.
Oops.
There you go. Kathy, go again because we didn't hear anything.
I said I found it's called Australia One. They're organizing by their states or whatever they call them. I don't pay any attention to Australia. And they're going to fight back. I don't know exactly how yet, but they're having meetings over the weekend.
Oh,
So,
wow.
I thought
David,
that
I
was
think correct. I think Rebel was right. Don't think that what. Never mind. We'll talk about that problem conversation. Everybody
okay.
has my phone number here.
Oh yeah, we have your number, Bubba. Don't we
And I have
ever?
and I have no problem with answering the phone, do I, Kathy?
Nope, you answer the phone all the time. I try not to do it when you're doing Kingpins, though, because that's a little annoying.
I always answer the phone.
Always answer the phone. Yeah, I'm kind of cruising through the page, and now I can't find that video, and I know I dropped it here. See if I can find it in my media.
Oh, that hurt.
But it did sound like Trump, and he said that
You did see the show tonight, right, Kathy? GLM, Grandma's Lives Matter. No, got nothing. Hello.
Mm-hmm. Grandma's lives matter.
Yes.
that's so. I was the topic of conversation last night, huh?
No, it was not for whatever night it was that they had called you grandma. I said GLM is Grandma's Lives Matter. I told you we talked about it.
I mean, they're going to push just so hard, and then they're not going to like it when I get back at them. And I'm going to put it right out here because I've already discussed it with an attorney, and I can go after them for cyber stalking me. So they better knock it off.
Wow.
Getting into my channel was absolutely and totally unnecessary.
I agree. Just and that's part of what we do here is we'll listen to things we don't necessarily agree with, but we can have a conversation about it. Even if we get loud and we start hollering, it's okay. Because at the end of the day, we don't hate each other. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Oh, of course not. I mean,
Yeah, of course not.
I think that's exactly how we've gotten to be such a great family. Is because we understand the adult way of conversation, and we don't have to play these games.
Right. What we need to do
Well,
is stick together. Period.
well, we're the star attraction tonight. Put it that way. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
All right, that's okay. We're right here. They know where the channel is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I found that audio, but I think I'm going to have to send it to you, Travis. I don't think that's going to play on the page.
Ah, come on, man.
What do you mean by blurry, Outlandish?
What are we blurry about?
I know she said that. Is the panel blurry to anyone else? Because it sure is. Is like the visual?
Well, the visuals aren't too great on the phones anyway. I think if we were ever trying to do this on our laptops, it would make
Yeah.
a difference.
I got hair. How about that?
You got
Yeah, I
hair?
was supposed. Yeah, I was supposed to
No.
get new glasses like 2 years ago, and
Dad
everything's
got hold of
blurry
that
to me.
reindeer poop. I'm telling you. Dad got some hold of that reindeer poop. That stuff's amazing.
Yeah, he rubbed it on the top of his head.
Nah, I'm still bald.
You're still bald? Oh, you poor thing.
Yeah, bald is beautiful. I'm sorry. I love it.
Years ago, I used to
I
shave
look
my
like
head.
a distinguished young old man.
Yeah, that's funny.
It just means he can bird bath easier.
Bird bath? Oh my God.
Hey,
Turn
To,
it upside down, it'll be a bird bath.
if I can address
Just
something,
got a bucket
what
out there that
Outlandish
put truck
Patriot
tires
said.
in. He just hopped in there real quick and boop boop, he's done.
If I can address something that Outlandish Patriot just put in chat, is that blurry? I'm not on a phone. It's usually not blurry. There's a lot of channels that and I'm pretty sure other people on here do the same. That we partake in, usually watching after the fact the live streams, and it seems to be an issue that when certain channels talk about certain topics, they seem to have technical issues no matter how high tech their gear is. And to me that's a little sus.
I have trouble every night out here.
Oh well.
Yeah, I'm wondering if
Go ahead, Kathy.
did it go out again?
Yeah, for a second.
Now you're back.
I don't know why it does that.
I don't know, because your signal's really, really good.
Well, see, I run off my Wi-Fi. So
Yeah, me too, but I still get kicked off. And we got one of them net things in the house too, and I still have issues sometimes. I just think technology hates me.
no. It would be worse if I took it off of Wi-Fi. But they can keep their 5G. It doesn't make any difference to me.
There is no difference. 5G is the same as 4G. They got rid of all the shit that 5G was supposed to do from Holloway. 5G interacted with the jab. It was supposed to interact with the jab.
Yeah, it's supposed to interact with a lot of stuff.
It's supposed to interact with the Chinese chips on the airplanes too.
Well, it's supposed to interact with trucks in America that are driving up and down the highway. So the problem is America and China are not that close on this deal. They used to be, and I would agree with most of our chat. When Trump was in charge, they were working on the right deal. Well, they brought the first driverless truck to America, and I'm not okay with that. And I'll tell you, I'm not. Because they've already started jobs out of our system. They're trying to push us to Congress. That's my opinion. My opinion know.
Well, the best
Where you
thing that
start.
Trump did. Well, the best thing that Trump did, he grounded every military aircraft for 2 weeks, and they shit canned every box that was in every one of them.
Right. I have to address the
Which
chat for
everybody don't realize is when
Doug Heath.
remember when Boeing had a problem with the Max? Had nothing to do with Boeing's design. Those planes were intentionally brought down by the chips that were in those planes.
Do I have to
Right
address
now,
the chat for a second? David, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I want to address the chat for a minute. Doug Kuzma died. I know we did his content. Sorry. To his family, sorry. We'll wait for you at the end.
As far as the date, I'm not sure. Supposedly January 3rd, but the obituary on Facebook was saying December 29th. So I don't know. There's a little bit of discrepancy there about when he actually, but kind of really don't matter. You're still dead. Nasty. Which I don't know. I don't understand that. I guess maybe he got hit with something else besides COVID or whatever. To coof.
I'm sure Doug was a little bit overweight. I'm in great shape. I'm 165 pounds.
I'm getting there. Well, I doubt I'll ever get down to 165, but I like to get back down to my military weight, and I'm getting really close.
I'm actually 10 pounds heavier than I've ever been in my life.
I will put it this way. I will give everybody this warning that's on this channel that has a Facebook page. You best go into your security settings and get them off of public and put them to friends only.
Yes.
Right.
Lock it down.
Now, and I would agree. Yep, I would agree with that. And I'll tell you why I would. Because let's go ahead and say this. David, when they started exposing your family, that was your personal business, not theirs. And now
Correct. And the only way
that,
that they
that
got
they
that
start,
name was off of my Facebook page.
hang on. Now that they've done that, you felt like that was a personal attack to you. Am I wrong?
Oh, you're dead. You're correct.
Okay. So, but I'm getting messages telling me that you that you attacked them. You actually did say something about burning their house down and all that stuff. That's really not a cool thing to do either. So it was only because they were coming after your family that you went after theirs. Am I correct? Or am I wrong?
Correct. I went on a rant because the only way that you would think is, okay, I probably shouldn't have said it. I probably should have kept it to myself. We'll leave it at that. I guess I will apologize, and I'm sorry for saying it in public domain.
I appreciate that. Because once your wife's name come into chat, I was a little bit pissed too. So if you're going to come attack us, be prepared to be attacked. That's all I have to say about that.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yeah, if I could add one thing, whoever it was that brought her name up was in the wrong, but I don't want to say that David made an assumption. I don't know what he was thinking, but assuming that it was certain people without proof,
No, and I get it. If somebody was attacking your family, James, would you go on the defensive?
I would. I would, but my only part of it would be that I wouldn't direct it at certain individuals unless I knew the
Oh,
fact.
well, wait a minute. I'll cut you right off there, James. All you
Oh,
have to
that's fine. That's
do is
fine. Please,
all
educate
you
me on
have
this.
to do is go over to a certain page and look at the chat. You don't have to do nothing but sit there and look at the chat. That's all you have to do, and you know where it came from. Throw questions about it. No ifs,
Yeah.
ands, or buts.
Yeah, and I was accused of well, how should I say it?
Okay.
Approving of burning someone's house down and possibly helping. That I was out of line for saying that.
Right. Well, there's all kind of all the little ones over there, and I could name them, but we won't do that here.
No.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Nope.
You can't play here, and you can't play over there because that's going to be ammunition for them. They've been on it now
Ouch.
for 15, half an hour, 45 minutes. All they have done is fire bombs at everybody that's up on this panel.
Yeah, I know.
And certain other people that used to be on this panel are now some of the greatest rock stars over there. And all we can say is when you go to sleep, you sometimes have these. So take that and figure out where it goes.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
What is their channels? Name one thing that their channels helped their community ever. Period. Nope. I'm not taking shots at you, Cold Beer. Period.
Hey, Travis, can I ask you?
Wait. Let me finish.
Sorry.
I'm not taking shots at Sage. Have you motherfuckers helped your communities at all? I have. Come get me. I'm right fucking here.
Travis,
Yes, ma'am.
they are not going after any of the men in this room, except for the crack that they made against David. They are going against the women. Everyone that they have been negative about has been the women on this chat. And
Yes, ma'am.
that's cyber stalking.
Yes.
And they better watch their step.
I'm right here. All they got to do is come after me.
Yeah. Well,
I've
can I
offered
ask you a question, Travis?
After me.
I've offered a gentleman's ring fight. Let's do it for the good of some cause. I'm going to give up 100 pounds. I don't care. Bring it. It'll be fun. Let's enjoy helping somebody that needs to be fucking helped. Am I wrong? No.
We don't go on their
question?
channel, and we don't make a mess out of their channel. They need to stay the blazes out of ours.
That's okay.
Can I ask you a question, Travis?
We're gonna keep doing the good that we want to do, regardless of whether they hate on us or not. Because moving forward, Kathy and I don't agree on a lot of stuff, but we can talk about it. Talking about it educates every side of every angle that there is. Am I correct or am I wrong?
Absolutely. And you teach me stuff, I teach you things. And
that's
it's
how
it's the same with David and Dawn and anyone else that comes on this panel.
That's right. Thank you, Kathy. That was an excellent answer.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because I think that's important. Kathy and I talk every day. We never argue. We don't agree on a lot of stuff. She's educating me. I'm probably not educating her as much as she is educating me because she'll drown you in information. She covers her ground. Am I wrong? I don't know. I only speak from what I believe. We learn from each other. That's right, Tara. We do. We learn from each other. And the first thing we got to do is put our differences aside and listen to each other. Please.
Miss Blue Moon, I do listen to him talk. And I do it to, like I always said, I always try to listen to both sides of the story. Yeah, I can't, if I were to say something about somebody, I'd have to get to know them first and understand their opinions and what they have to say before I would commentate on them. And the only way I could do that is by watching his show. But besides the point, yeah, I don't know what's going on in the world today. I hadn't watched any news or anything today. I had stuff I had to take care of.
Oh, all kind of stuff happened today.
Say
Can't
it.
prove nothing. We had 30-some tankers in the air, which means that's about at least 100+ fighters going by. Each tanker can probably fuel 6 to 8 fighters, probably, or more. Had 2 B-52s take off from Barksdale at a fast, curious pace at about 4:30 this afternoon. They normally do a nice slow bank gain altitude. These bad boys were going steep, steep, steep for altitude quick.
That's
I don't know what happened here, but I know the gas station I was at had 8 aisles, 8 pump lanes, whatever, and out of 6 of them 8 pump lanes, everybody in their cars and trucks filling up with gas were in military uniforms. And there was also fighter jets around Barksdale Airport. They hear them but couldn't see them, so I don't know what they were, but Jeff B seems to think that they made an attempt on a certain individual's life.
We don't know. The problem is we don't know. That's
Don't
right.
know. Oh, my. Just annoyed.
Stop watching chat, dude.
Oh, I'm not
Kathy,
even reading that. I'm just from
No.
from a certain other airplanes. I just like, oop, gotta let it go. I'm like, really?
Kathy, what's your take on the day? Oh, Friday. Let me tell y'all. Friday is going to be an awesome show. We're going to talk about the Supreme Court Friday.
With?
I ain't going to tell you.
God needs a haircut and a shave.
No. It'll be awesome. It'll be awesome.
My understanding is we only got one left.
Yeah, whatever. The Supreme Court, I won't even say it because I don't know. It's going to be awesome. Friday's going to be a good day. My good friend's going to come on, and we're going to talk about this. She's way smarter than I am. You know what? I'm not the smart guy on this channel. All I am is the guy that has a channel. I have way more intelligent people that come on here every night. David, you're smarter than I am. Everybody's smarter than I am. This is just a vessel. We got to find the truth. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Who the hell does know? Somebody knows, but they ain't giving us nothing.
Chat is rolling tonight.
That's all right.
That
That's
must be
good.
slow on my end. Uh-oh. Look at that, Travis. Lily J in the house. Lily J's in the house. Whoop, whoop. Lily, Washington State. Woo, woo.
Lee J's in the house.
No, I don't think that rocket landed yet. I don't think, anyway. They were still talking about it earlier. They didn't know exactly where it was going to go.
Yeah, Fox don't know where it's going to go. That's another problem I have with all this bullshit that's going on in the world. Are you serious? You can't project where it's going to land?
Well, yeah, because it wasn't supposed to come back. It wasn't. It was supposed to like not come back to Earth.
What's
That's why
that?
it didn't.
The
The rocket
rockets.
was not meant to come back to Earth. It was meant to
Oh,
go wherever it was going. It wasn't meant to come back and land on Earth. That's why it doesn't have a guide. Doesn't have a landing guidance or anything to slow it down when it comes back. When it comes back, because it malfunctioned. Was my
yeah.
understanding anyway.
Yeah. Usually, back in during the Apollo missions with the Saturn rockets, if their flat patterns start getting screwy, they blow them up remotely, so that if they did crash, they wouldn't cause a lot of collateral damage on the ground.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we're going to try to steer it to a certain 10 by 10 section somewhere. That'd be kind of funny. Oops, sorry. The White House needs major renovations now.
Careful. You can't blame the building for the people that are in it.
I just said
Yep.
they might be steering it toward a certain 10 by 10 section of ground. I didn't say where it was at.
You got to start being careful about what you talk about, David, because sometimes you get a little
I
bit.
guess since we're being taped and penciled and everything else and by millions of them, like flies and crap.
And you thought you'd never make a difference in anybody's life with this channel, Travis. Look at how many people are talking about us.
It's a beautiful thing living rent free in everybody's brain.
But that's not what this channel's about, David. You're missing the point.
Yeah. Free exchange of ideas, right?
Right. Well, we want to start helping people.
That too.
Oh, D-Dog's in the house.
Ooh, ooh.
D-Dog, we have to talk. Program,
Oh, he
guys.
was supposed to come on last night, wasn't he?
He was on last night, yes.
Oh my. Such fun. Such fun, such fun.
Well, my biggest issue was, James, I really took offense to it when I heard what you said. I didn't hear it till this morning. David and I talked about it. Explain how you threw that out there, because I don't understand.
Explain why or how I said what I said.
Yes, because you said it was
All right.
only white people.
Yeah. I was totally wrong. I'll drive that point home to anybody that said I screwed up. I was totally wrong with what I said. If I were to make an excuse, the only thing I'd say was a Freudian slip, because as soon as I said it, I was like, man, that's not how I wanted it to come out. I was more along the line of the NASB, not the Bible itself or the King James Version. The NASB, that particular translation, is written more in a commonly understood English. And
Okay.
I meant, I said it in a way, for white people, and I was totally, totally wrong by saying that. That's
Okay.
not what I meant to say. I screwed up. And if
Well-
I upset anybody, I do apologize.
and I apologize for calling you out because I sent you my number today and you didn't call me.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I just got your email a few minutes ago, right before the
Okay.
show.
Okay.
I don't check my emails every day.
And I don't either. I do. But I just wanted to make sure that you clarified that because the other channel's going to come over here and beat us up, and we're
Oh,
okay.
yeah, I know.
We're okay with that.
Yeah. I'm too. I mean,
I just want because misspeaking. Yep.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
It's just that, for those that do watch before they come over here, I have been on there and interacting in chat, and I've been respectful to, their hosts, their moderators, and their members in chat, but the respect hasn't been reciprocal. Ugh, sorry. So, I mean, it is what it is. I hate that saying, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. I don't know why you hate that. That's real life.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's like there, a lot of those. What's what I'm thinking of? The catchphrases that people use. Like I had a boss that used one. Whenever people would have a disagreement at work, he's like, "Hey, let's agree to disagree." And I said, "I can't do that." And he's like, "Why?" I said, "That means one of us has to compromise, and I'm not going to compromise if I know I'm right." And I was not right last night. And when I was called out for it, I came on here, admitted that I was wrong, and I apologized. I'm a big enough man to say, "Hey, you know what? I screwed up. I'm sorry."
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And I will make sure that I try not to say things like that in the future.
Opening mouth, inserting foot doesn't always work well.
No.
It does.
No.
Yep.
And I was really bad at that. I've gotten a lot better over the years.
It is what it is.
I haven't.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody's talking about Jeff B on the chat. Did anyone see his morning drop this morning
No.
where he asked a question? He asked a question about the thumbs up photograph of the Brazilian president. Well, I wasn't paying any attention to the thumbs up part. I was looking at the NG tube sticking out of his nose. And the minute I saw the tube, I went, he didn't have an obstruction. They tried to poison him. Yeah.
Hey, Jeff B, he's the one that's on Telegram, right?
Well, Jeff B has a Telegram page. It's closed. It's private chat. But he's the one that goes on to. He goes on to.
Liberty Warrior.
Oh yeah, I've seen him on Liberty Warrior before.
Okay, your microphone just quit.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
All right.
I swear to God, I'm going to have to join this stupid thing so I get better reception.
I don't know what you're going to have to join.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me, unless it's because just the fact you're always on so late. I'm on the other end of the house because I'm in bed.
Wait, what?
I said I'm in bed.
Yeah, just kidding.
I mean, you choose 11:30 instead of 10 or 10:15 or 9:30.
I'm the late guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're a day late and $1 short as usual.
As always. As always.
The train wreck.
I am the king of train wrecks.
Yes, you are, and we love you.
Well, thank you. Dave Bond was
Thank
coming
you.
up in there. Canadian, I actually researched a bunch of their stuff today, and yep, I'm good. Gonna save my grandchildren's life.
Yep. Yeah, I get to make a fun phone call tomorrow. I have to
Awesome.
call our very famous sheriff tomorrow. Polk County's Sheriff Grady Judd. I think he's the only sheriff in the country that has his own YouTube channel.
That'd be awesome.
He is a absolute sketch when he makes an arrest because he calls them out on YouTube. He's a riot.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-mm.
You all right? You okay? Come
Amazing.
here, say hi. Tell these fuckers whatever you want to tell them. Good people.
These are old, aren't they?
Yeah, they're old.
I'm about to eat them.
She's about to eat them. She's fixing to eat all the candy in the house.
Only a year old.
Take the dog with you. She loves you.
She came. She can walk. I'm not carrying her.
Bribe her with a piece of candy. Never mind. Here's what it is.
Dog said, I ain't claiming for that. He said, I'm not going for that.
He what?
Dog said, I ain't going to play for that. He goes, I ain't going for that candy.
No. Poor puppy dog. This is my bed. Where you reckon she's gonna sleep?
Anywhere she wants to.
She's
Some
the
of the
boss
gals,
around here.
yeah, some of the gals in the chat missed what I said about Jeff B. He made a post this morning about, did you notice the thumbs up picture on Telegram yesterday? There was a picture of the Brazilian president in his hospital bed. And I didn't look at
Yep.
the thumbs up part. I saw the NG tube in his nose, which meant they had to drop activated charcoal to save his life. And it doesn't take that stuff long to soak up the poison in your system.
Oh, I didn't see that at all. Then
See, I didn't look at the thumb. That wasn't what I was looking at. And of course, for reasons I can't answer him when he posts because I can't post on his page.
Canadian Patriot. Those
Why, you know?
affidavits only
Oh,
work in
wait.
certain areas. Those
Wait,
affidavits.
whoa.
Hold on. You two are talking over each other.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What'd you say, David?
Hey, can I address somebody in chat real quick?
Sure.
This is to Kim Young. Looking over last night's chat, I seem to have got under your skin. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I do apologize for what I said. And if I upset you, I do apologize for that. I just seen you pop up on chat first time, so I just want to make sure I addressed you personally. Because, I know I tortured Bolts a little bit last night. I'm sorry, I was in the wrong.
Okay, well, I want to play something from Kim Young that I got today. She wrote this, spoke this, means it from her heart. If I can get the goddamn thing to open. She wrote a poem for her brother. Yeah, I'm not very techno savvy, so There we go. Oh, we may have it.
The book. He bows his head and cries, then gets down on his knees to ask a man he's never known if he would help him, please. He clasps his hands together and sets them on the bed. Then, as he moves forward, he rests his hands upon his head. He tells him he is weary and tired from the fight of battling addictions and how he's come to see the light. Softly, he whispers, then he screams out loud, "Can you hear me, God? I am sorry. I've been proud. I've tried to deny it for 30 years or more, but my heart is broken, so I am knocking on your door. I never learned to pray. I very rarely cry. I have not been your best son, but I am willing to try. I am bruised and I am battered, helpless. If I had a friend to call, I would pick up the phone. But true friends have deserted me. Of this I must be true. I could not see who I'd become. Now all I have is you. I promise to surrender, to accept blessings from above. I long to know who you are and of your precious love. You see, old man handed me a book on the street the other day. He said, my son, you're hurting. I think you need to pray. I'd never seen his face before, nor knew where he'd come from. But he knew me, he could see that my soul was numb. I held the book in my hand as he turned to walk away. It was tattered, it was torn, like the clothes he wore that day. I yelled out, hey old man, can I buy you some wine? He turned his head, then smiled at me. No, my son, I am fine. I set the book aside when I got home that day, not knowing where to begin, not believing I could pray. He reached out for the book, took it in his hand. After turning tattered pages, he spoke loudly and rose to stand. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, he who seeks finds. Then he lifted his head and let out a sigh. He was smiling now as he raised his arms up high. A feeling had washed over him he'd never felt before. There was a sense of peace, of worship, and adore. He felt his soul cleansed, his heartbeat renewed. He found his one true friend in spiritual fortitude. Before he fell asleep that night, he knew he'd been reborn. He had no cravings for cocaine, alcohol, or porn. He never saw that man again who had given him the book, but he thanks him every day for the time he took. So if you are fighting addictions of the earthly kind, open up the book, seek, and you shall find.
Very well said. Did y'all hear that? No?
Yeah. I heard. I was muted.
Okay. Thank you, Kim Young. Conversation stopper, huh?
Yeah. No, I just thinking.
I don't know.
There's people in chat that have been here probably longer than I have that are sick and tired of us talking about what happens on other channels. But, like I said before, and I'm not going to go into the details on that stuff. But, like I said before, though, we're all on the same side of the fence. We all have the same goal. We're just getting caught up in petty BS. And, and like I said, last night I made a mistake saying what I said, and I do apologize for that. But,
well, thank you for your apology, because I didn't think you meant it that way.
Yeah, I didn't. Like I said, as soon as I said it, I was like, oh, that probably came out wrong. But, I was in the heat of the moment, and I wanted to get my point across. and I wasn't able to address it, which was probably good. Dave shut me down. I didn't quite understand it was directed at me. But, we're all on the same side. We don't need to be fighting each other. We don't need to be getting in petty squabbles over stupid stuff.
Well,
I mean,
here you
because
go,
like,
James. Here you go, James. James, he was protecting everybody by trying to stop the bullshit.
Yeah.
He thought Dawn would say something stupid about something stupid that you said, and I thought David did a very good job. I didn't hear it, so I was trying to find it. We talked about it today. Thank you for coming on here and clarify, because I don't think you mean any harm.
no.
I don't.
That's one thing the Marines taught me is, when I do something, when I did something wrong and I got called out, just own up to it, take your punishment.
Right.
And back then punishment, was like, taking you out to the wood line and doing some extracurricular PT activities. Or I remember the worst one I had, we went into the washing, the washing and dryer room, and for punishment, they would pull the hoses from the dryers, the vent hoses off the wall, so the hot air stays in there. And they turn all the dryers on high, and he'd sweat you out for like a half hour, making you do PT exercises. I tell you what, you don't forget those. But you can't do that today. That's hazing.
Right.
But you know what? I learned my lesson. Looking back at it now, to a non-military person, or it probably seem petty, but when you're talking about the brotherhood of the Marine Corps, if you screw up and somebody says you're screwed up and you're going to pay for it, you better learn from it. I learned from it. I've learned to own up to my mistakes.
And that makes you a human. The problem with the rest of the world is we will not own up to our mistakes, or will attack you for making accusations.
Yeah.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop that. This is our world, and if we don't at least to agree on the things that we agree, then we're just gonna be shit. They're separating us by fighting between us. Am I wrong?
Whoop whoop. Kimmy Young in the house. Kimmy Young in the house. Hi, Kimmy. Whoop whoop. Hi, Kimmy.
I don't know where that
Eddie, you know what? I'm done with them. I could care less. I'll give them all the entertainment they want. Screw them. Fuck them. I don't care.
Fair enough.
I understand what you're saying there, Dave. If I say something that's not right, and
I understand that we can't even put it this way. We can give them as much content by just being ourselves. They can do whatever they want. I don't care.
Well, I tell you what, James, you at least came on here and tried to explain whatever it was that you were talking about. They would never do that.
No.
Kathy?
Sir? What?
Oh, I don't know. You were talking, it got cut off.
No, I just thought of something that I was going to tell everybody.
Okay.
I had a admin from another page drop me a message today. I don't know if anybody knows that we've got a guy that's going around the country. His name is Christopher Key, but he goes by Vaccine Police. He was arrested in Birmingham, Alabama yesterday for appearing in court on a bench warrant. He found out that they had a bench warrant. He went to court to appear. They arrested him for trespassing. He is in jail with no bail.
Are you
Hey, CBC's in house, Trav or David.
Yeah, so
Well, I'm just saying, you said something about what we was talking about earlier.
I haven't seen it. I was looking.
Yeah, it just popped up.
It just got deleted.
Did it?
Yep, it did.
Okay.
Okay. Let's address this.
No, it's actually there, 1210.
Okay.
He can do as he pleases. Yeah, Christopher was arrested. I guess he was allowed a phone call, so he called his admin. And he was supposed to appear in court today, but they canceled the appearance, which means they're going to keep him another day without any conversation. They can't
What
even
was
get
this
into
guy?
it.
What was this guy
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
doing?
whoa. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. We can squash it right there. Am I wrong?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, there's no crickets. There's no crickets. You've been invited.
If I could say something to him real quick, if you didn't catch the earlier part of the show, I did apologize for what I said. I want to say that one more time
No,
since
you
I know
never
he's here.
called it.
Just checking.
Yeah.
I didn't block him. I sent him a link. Do I need to do it again?
Nope, don't do it again. Only takes
Did
one
you-
invitation.
No, do it again. We're
No.
not running nowhere.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Did anybody else see me invite him to the panel?
Yep,
Yes, I
I
did.
saw the invite with his name right on top of it.
It's
Okay.
right there.
Just wanted to make sure. What's up, D-Dog? You and I have to talk. Here we go.
Is he coming up?
Yep.
Hey,
Everyone be quiet.
I'm gonna mute.
So my entire point, I don't know who Beth is. I haven't been to anybody's Facebook page. I didn't send anybody here. I'm never here after my stream. I go to bed.
I believe that.
I will come to Tennessee. Your precious ones or your precious little ones aren't safe, and your house will go up in flames. I've never made violent threats towards anybody, and anybody who makes violent threats in my Telegram, in my YouTube videos, anywhere at all about anybody, adults or children, get banned. I don't allow threats. It's not allowed because it's literally illegal.
Agree.
I wasn't here. I don't know who that person was. I even searched back through my videos to find that username. I searched my Telegram. I searched all my YouTube channels. That wasn't me, and that wasn't Sage. I don't know who that person is. I don't go after people's families. I don't go after people's kids. The only rule I have in my chat is that you can't make threats. You can't go after people's kids, and you can't get on my nerves because enough times getting on my nerves. I'm not a free speech channel like you guys are. So when someone gets on my nerves enough time, I ban them from the chat. But the two rules of you can't make violent threats, you can't go after people's kids. That wasn't me. I wasn't here. I had to be woken up because someone threatened to burn down my house and my precious little ones. That was uncalled for and illegal. I never said anything about your wife. I could care less about your wife or your family or your kids or your dog. I don't know any of those names. I didn't spread those names. I didn't ask anybody else to do any of that. Actually, I don't allow that in my chat or in my Telegram.
Fair enough.
Okay. Fair enough. I probably overreacted, but I do not appreciate seeing my wife's name put on this channel. Be considering
I
the only
agree.
place that you get the only place I didn't say you, excuse me, the only place that you could get it from is Facebook. That's the only place that has
And
her name.
if you would if it would have been me or an account that you could link to me, or you had screenshots like I have of Kathy telling people to report my channel, if you have screenshots of me or any type of proof that ties it to me, I would have said, oh, he busted me, he's mad. But that wasn't
Wait a minute.
me. I had
Wait
to
a
be
minute.
woke up out of bed.
I have not
Okay,
heard Kathy
Will.
say you're gonna report
Here's
the
okay.
channel.
Right now, we put it this way. I understand what your channel does, but we're being mercilessly attacked today on your channel. We're being come after by all these other ones that spun off of this channel, which I know has nothing to do with you. I'll grant that. Okay. But we didn't try to lob grenades over here. We've had grenades lobbed at us first, and we're responding. Did we respond in the
Right.
correct way? No, we didn't. We'll
Okay.
apologize right to your face. What I said was improper and inappropriate, and I am sorry as a former veteran to a former veteran. You can
I
accept it
appreciate that.
if you would.
No, I do appreciate that. And I would never I guarantee you, I would never let anybody say anything about any kids. Actually, Doug Kuzma, someone, rest in peace, but before he passed away, we had people saying stuff about his daughter, who was a grown ass adult, and they got banned about that. She's 28 years old, and I had to ban people from that. I appreciate your apology. Like, I don't go after people's family. There's a different level between this guy made fun of me and this guy said he was going to kill my kids or burn down my house or they're not protected. You didn't say you were going to kill my kids. You said they're not protected. Those are fair game, I think is what you said. So I appreciate your apology. That was my only issue with the whole statement. That wasn't me, and if I knew who it was, I would ban them.
Hey, Will,
Okay.
can I say
Okay.
something?
Well, I would
Well,
like
wait
to
a minute,
say
wait a
something.
minute, wait a minute,
Whoa, whoa,
James.
whoa,
Wait a
whoa.
minute, wait a minute, wait a
I'll
minute.
wait. I'll wait.
Wait, hold on.
Okay,
Hold on.
Will,
Hold on. Hold on.
Will, thank you for
Hold
accepting
on.
my apology.
Hold on. Hold on. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I appreciate you coming up here because we don't mean any harm. You know what? We'll talk about stuff that you don't believe and I don't believe. I entertain that. That's fine. I would never let anybody intimidate your family on my level. You know I would be there. If you called me tomorrow, do you think I'd be there?
Hey, wait just a second, Travis. I do think you'd be there. You told me you'd show up before. But you did let someone say that about my kids. You did let someone say, I'll drive to Tennessee. It's not that fucking far. Your precious ones who you think are safe are not. And you will be watching your house go up in flames. You did. Don't say you won't. You did already.
Okay. I may have let somebody say that, but I didn't hear it because I would never. You know that.
Anyways, I don't report channels. I don't try to get channels taken down. I make
don't
fun
either.
of people and jokes on the internet. The only
fine.
reason this keeps escalating is because I usually rotate through channels. But now that someone made a death threat, I do appreciate you apologizing. I've got no issue with that anymore. But Kathy H is in groups, private groups, telling people how to report my channel and saying that I got the screenshot. I can show it on the screen. Telling people how to report my channel, giving direct links to my channel, and telling people that she's already done it with multiple accounts, her and other people's. Now, I thought that your channel, we don't report channels, right? I don't report channels, and I thought you told me you don't encourage reporting channels and don't let people report. Last time we had it in your comments, I said something about it.
Absolutely
Now,
not.
Kathy H is sitting right here, and she does that and tells other people how to do it and gives them links to do it and says if we do it enough, YouTube will take them down no matter what.
And are you done yet? Your
Wait.
people are going after women on this page, and they threatened me.
I
on
don't
a
have
private-
people.
Yeah, you
I
do.
have me. I'm responsible for me. Did I do a goddamn thing to you before you told people to take my fucking livelihood away?
Excuse
Did
me.
I do a goddamn
Shut up,
thing to you,
James.
Kathy?
Your people, and I'm going to say Rob P. and Char are your people on your channel, and somebody instigated them to
I
go
don't
onto my
control the
channel.
internet, Kathy. I don't
Well,
control
neither
the
do
internet.
I.
I don't
And
stay
I
up till
don't like having
you
my name.
told them to. You don't
I
say now
don't
do I.
give
You
a
gave them
rat's
instructions.
ass.
You
You're
gave them
going after
instructions.
me on
You
your
gave them
channel.
instructions. You gave
You
them
are
instructions
going
and
after
links.
me on your
You gave
channel.
them instructions and links. You know how this ends, Kathy? I take my fucking 4,000 followers and I report every other goddamn channel once I lose mine. Do you want everybody deplatformed? Because that's how this ends.
That's right. And
I've already lost one, and I gave you all the benefit of the doubt, and I didn't ask for it.
Wait. I have to take Will's side on this because reporting channels only takes down the other side, and we have to be able to see it. Am I correct?
When I called the sheriff's department because I had been threatened, I was told
By me? You've been
was to
threatened by
report
me?
the channel. The people that came off your channel were on mine
No.
and
The
making
people
threats.
watch several hundred channels a day and watch my channel as well, and used to watch Travis's channel and watch Liberty Warriors channel and watch 35 other fucking channels within 5 hours. You associate with me, so you come and report my channel.
You are verbally
If you take me
going
down
after me.
online, I will take you down online. That's how this ends.
Right.
So
Can I say something to Will?
I'm not saying anything violent. If you take me down online, if I lose another channel, I gave everybody the benefit of the doubt the first time it went down, even though I had screenshots the first time. The second time it goes down, I'll take everybody with me and we'll all be sitting in the ashes staring at each other. We'll have to use our fucking satellite phones to call each other.
Can I say something to Will, please?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. Well, I don't want to, butt in. I try to be respectful. First of all, with the issue with the house burning down and my support that night, I was out of line and I apologize for that. That's out of character for me.
Yeah, I honestly don't think you knew they were talking about me. It was just in general. You said there's people that can go places and do things.
Yeah.
Yes.
But also, it's still, no matter who.
I have a question. Are
Wait,
me
can
and
I
you good,
finish?
Will?
Yeah, David. I want to assure you, I'm not on your Facebook. I don't go looking for people's families or names or phone numbers or anything. I'm good with you. That was my only issue that I've ever had with you personally. That was it.
Okay, well, we can't shake hands, but we shook hands, veteran to veteran. Thank you for your service. And if I overreacted, I apologize again to you, your kids, and your wife. You can relay that to them.
I'll let them know.
You can also relay it to your chat.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for your service.
Can I finish, please?
Go ahead.
All right. David, I appreciate what you said there. There was that was a very passionate night. Like I said, I misspoke, and with the Bible thing, that was also a slip of the tongue. That's not how I meant for it to come out. Was I under the influence? Yeah, but if you heard earlier when I spoke those words in the back of my head, I said, "Oh, that's going to come out wrong," and it did. And the first thing I did when I came on here is I apologized for saying that. That's not how I meant for that to come across.
I got you. I agree with Chat that it just could have been said better. Like modern day, modern time, modern lingo. Yeah, I saw the chat around it, and then I heard you apologize.
Yeah, in the past couple 3 nights, I've been on your show, listening because hearing all the one-sided story from here or wherever. I always try to figure out the other person's point of view, and that's why I watch your live streams. And correct me if I'm wrong. If I comment, I try to be respectful.
Sure. My issue with you, so I did ban you today, which I'll unban you. But my issue with you was that you sat in my chat and said, "Yeah, that was wrong. That was a threat," and then you popped right over here and didn't bring it up. Like you literally left my chat, and 5 minutes later you on stream, and you're like, "Oh, what's new, guys?" If you believe that there's a violent threat, especially against someone's family or someone's kids, if I believe there's a violent threat against, Travis's family or anybody else's family, and I popped up on the stream that it was made on, I'd be like, "Hey guys, we can't make violent threats," or something. That was my issue.
I agree with you on that, and we did cover that tonight. It's just if a situation like that comes up, I try not to just say whatever comes off the top of my head, because I'm usually going to insult somebody, and I try not to do that.
Sure.
And we did cover that. Dave and I, we talked in private chat, and it was addressed openly on the panel. And I know people are kind of tired of hearing us talking about this, but you know what? It's like like I've been seeing here on Travis's show. If you look at everything, all of us are on the same side of the fence. We're just squabbling over petty issues. To me, that's me personally.
On a lot of things, we're probably on the
Yeah.
same side of the fence. I'm a pretty conservative guy.
Yeah, and just for you to know, one, I'm I was in the Marines. I'm a veteran myself. But with me participating with your channel, I'll be respectful. I won't be disrespectful to people in chat, because I want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah,
because
sure.
that's how I learn as a person, is to hear what other people say.
Well, I'm not trying to shout out my channel. I just came over here because I was invited to, and I think that situation is done. I don't think we're going to make it anywhere with the other situation. But between me and you, I'm fine. But I don't. It's not like you can't disagree in chat. It's just if we disagree and then it goes on like 3 or 4 more times, and I'm like, stop. I'm trying to do a show. Like, I got to concentrate. I get sidetracked easily. But that's when I ban people. That's when I say, like, you got on my nerves. But you can disagree. It's just. I typically don't I can't handle, like, if there's a fight going on in chat, like, I can't concentrate. That's all I want to watch is the fight in chat. So that's the only rules. You're more than welcome on the stream. That's fine.
All right. I do appreciate it.
That's not absolutely correct. When I came to your channel, I was asking a whole lot of questions. You stopped the show and showed me a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but like, if you'd have said, I don't believe that, and just kept saying, well, he said this, and I don't, and if you just kept saying, we would get people who just repeat the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, and I can't, my PTSD, my mind wanders, and then I fixate on it, and then I can't remember what I'm talking about. So I ban those people, but it's just because I can't do a show. We let people disagree or ask questions or whatever. If you won't drop it, if you believe in flat earth and I believe in round earth, which I have flat earthers that are in my, my channel, but that's fine. But if we're going to have to talk about it for the next 2 hours in broken chat messages, then I'm going to have to shut you up somehow. I can't do a show.
And I agree. But one of the things that you did for me was you showed me a whole lot of stuff when I was down in the Red Pill area. Correct?
Sure. Yeah.
Yep. You stopped.
Yeah, you were.
Look, Travis,
you were pretty deep when you came over.
I was. I haven't changed my thoughts. I'm just okay with listening to the other thoughts.
I got you.
And also, if I can address one more thing to you, well, it's a petty issue, but I just want to put it out there. Sure. I don't drink. I'm type 2 diabetic. I mean, I have a couple shots during the year, whatever. No diabetic is true to their diet. Okay.
Sure.
You get tired of eating certain foods all the time. But anyway, since I got PTSD, anxiety issues, depression, and chronic pain,
sure.
And since one, drinking to get rid of pain is stupid, so I use herb. Okay.
Yeah. I corrected my chat. They said that you were drunk when you said that.
Yeah.
And slip of tongue. And I said, no, I think he said that on New Year's he only smokes.
Yeah. And also, it's like, and when I do, I put it in your chat. I don't know if anybody saw it. I use the one hitter. I don't smoke blunts or joints. That's a waste of marijuana to me.
I got
because
you.
I won't be able to smoke all of that. I use what I need and then I'm done. And I'm very careful about how I do it. I don't smoke in my house. I don't even smoke cigarettes in my house. I'll do it out in the garage, and I keep it all locked up, safe and secure. So anybody wants to, wherever they come from, they want to try and talk smack about me being irresponsible. I'm not an irresponsible person when it comes to stuff like that. But I got to cope how I can cope. And it ain't like I get high and go out and do stupid things in public. I'm not that stupid. But the thing is, regardless of the animosities between people, I do enjoy watching the show. It's a little different than what I'm used to. I admit that, but that's just me. I gotta get used to your format. That's why I go on there and watch. I will, you have
Sure.
things to say. We're all in the same team. We're just playing, different, positions. But like I said, we need to stop all this petty stuff.
Yeah, I got you. We got a call-in show on Thursday. If you ever want to call in, there's two of us, but one of us plays moderator. So
Is that on YouTube or what?
yeah,
Well,
it's
well,
Defiant Discourse.
Okay.
Okay. Well, before you leave, Will, we are
Sure.
good. Because everybody in the chat's going nuts about the threats and all this other stuff. We have settled that. We are good. Are we not?
Yeah, they can drop that. Like I don't. Yeah, I'm just settled.
Okay. We're good. We can leave all that crap behind us. We can leave everybody else's family out. You can bust on me all you want. I don't really care, but
Sure.
fine. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no
Thanks
problem.
for coming on, Will.
Yeah, thanks
Appreciate
for having
that,
me.
bud.
I'll see you, Travis.
Hey, man, you're welcome anytime. You know that.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Hey, Will, before you go, and if you do have a problem, if something gets said or something, please do not hesitate to let me know somehow, some way. Come over here, drop Travis a line, whatever. All right?
Sure. Yeah, I got you. Oh, am I still here?
'Cause-
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, we hear you.
All right. I'm I'm glad the air has been cleared. Cool. We're good.
Yeah. I've gotten mad and went too far before. I try not to do it online when people are broadcasting, but I understand how it can happen quick. And yeah,
Makes
it's
for good ratings, though.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Not really. That's a lot of wasted negative energy,
I know.
really,
I
on
being
both sides.
facetious.
All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good night.
Later, brother.
Bye,
Thanks
Will.
for coming.
Need me, you know where I'm at. Thank you, Colbert.
Well, I'm glad we addressed that.
I'm glad he came in. I really am.
Yep, me too.
Purple Crayons is in here. What's up, bud? I
Purple
signal ship. It's D-Dog.
Excuse me.
Miss Kathy still here?
Yes. Kathy?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Maybe asked if you're still here. We are.
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
All
You got a pair, Kimmy? You got a pair, Miss Young? Kimmy Young got a pair. Can I have one? Do 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 do. Twilight Zone music. No 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 no.
Well, it doesn't have to be a conversation stopper. That was actually a good thing, I think. Will, I love Will to death. He knows I do. Do anything in the world for him. If he called me tomorrow, needs something, I'll be there. Or I'll at least offer what I have.
Beep, beep, beep. Well, I mean, hey, whatever. Whatever.
Big Don. Hey, Don, you said you played in the band. What instrument?
I'll be nice. I'll be nice.
Well,
Kimmy
So let's-
Young's got some pears.
let's
Got some
reflect.
pears in the house.
let's reflect.
Huh?
Let's reflect on everything. Us
No,
attacking
because
you,
being
attacking
recorded,
you.
Travis. You can't reflect on anything because they're going to take it and they're going to use it against you.
Okay.
And they can use whatever they want against me. I did as I was told to do because I was being threatened.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's your right. If anybody agrees with you or not, that's your right.
No, and I agree. I've seen some of the screenshots that she sent me, so we're good with that.
Yeah.
So why can't we unite these sides that are on the same side?
Because they're following the instigation level. Because they're constantly going night after night after night doing exactly what they did. I don't have to like the guy. I don't like what he does. I don't like this petty picking on people, picking things apart because they don't agree with it. It's totally 10th grade crap. And I'm over it.
Hey,
But when
Miss
they
Kathy,
come
can I
after
say
me
something?
and no, you can't. Because when they come after me and my house and that channel that I do good on, that I'm helping people on, was no place for 9 of his.
Oh, we lost your mic.
Oh, she cut out again.
Yeah.
Well, all I was going to say was that what Will does on his show when he talks about other YouTubers, for me, this is me. I'm not speaking for nobody else, but for me, all that does is make me want to go watch what they say, to hear what they say, just to get whatever nuggets of information that's relevant.
Well, trust me, he's picked it apart. He's a researcher from hell.
Yeah. But just like I can't say I like Will. I can't say I don't like Will. I would go on the side that I do like him. But anyway, him doing his research and talking about what other channels are saying. If anybody worth their salt, they're going to go to those channels and see what those people say and do their own research, and that's what we need to do.
Right.
Well, here's my take. I will give him props for having the whatever guts, balls, whatever words you want to use to come up here. We hashed it out. We went man. We apologized to each other. There's much else I can do about that. I mean, I said it. I apologized for it. He accepted it. We let it go at that. Thank you for your service. Leave it at that. I mean, he's an all right guy. Don't think I'll have drinks with him, but hey, I have respect for him. So he has the same for me, I guess. If not, his choice, not mine. We'll leave it at that and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think he would honor that. Because we have to come together. We have to come together at some point. We have to get on the same page. Period. That what your thoughts are. We stop attacking each other. Period.
I'm riding in front of the train, Dad. Woo woo! I'm not riding in the caboose. Kimmy Young's up front too. Come on, Kimmy, get up here. Woo woo! You know why? Because Kimmy got the pears. Yeah, Kimmy's got all the pears.
I got you. Well, all right, guys. Well, I'm old, I'm drunk, I'm toothless, and I'm going dead. I know that sounds fucking awful, doesn't it?
Oh, Michigan girl's freezing her butt off in Michigan. Oh, yeah. She got a blue butt. Got a blue butt, Michigan girl. Ooh, blue butt.
Hey,
it'll be cold here tomorrow, too.
I do want to shout out a little bit. Thank you for coming on here, Will, and being very respectful. And that's how we fix things if we talk about them. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't know if he'd ever come up here, but that's okay. You know what? I've disrespected them on many times, not on purpose. I will still help that family. I promise you I will. Promise you I will. Because I understand. Yep, I'm drunk. Y'all make fun of me if I'm drunk. I don't give 2 fucks about it. I'm going.
And just so you know,
what?
I'm not intoxicated at the moment myself. I'm not.
I am.
So people can't say I am.
I want to give you that. Here's the deal. let's stick together, build a community. And Will says it good. I don't know what an alderman is, but he always says, know your sheriff, know your alderman, know your old stuff. I'll give him props. I will. Because that's how I got involved. Everywhere I go, I want to know who the sheriff is. I want to know what they think. Those things are going to matter soon. And maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm not.
Oops, hold on.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. Thank you, Will, for coming by. Let's fix all this bullshit that we got going on. You know I love you. I'll drive down there and move your camper anytime you want. He knows. I hope he knows that. He asked me if I knew somebody down there, and I said, no. I said, I can be there in 5 hours. I am that guy. I will show up. No questions asked. I lost Kathy. Okay, Dawn wants to press out. Okay, Dawn.
Is he coming up?
Yes.
Okay. With me asking Don what he plays, just to respond to him, I used to be in the band. I used to play bass.
Oh, he says he is. We'll see if he can get there.
I'm gonna go mute.
All right.
Oh, it is.
Dawn, I just
got a link.
gave you the link.
Oh, man.
Last try. Hey, Friday's going to be an awesome show. I have a special guest on Friday. Going to be awesome. We're going to talk about some stuff that seriously people need to talk about. With a very good friend of mine. Oh, you're welcome, Kim.
Hey, Travis, I do have a question for you.
I'll play it every night. What's that?
I do have a question for you. I've been noticing you starting at around 11. Is that going to be your normal starting time, or are you going to try to go back to 10?
No, the days that Liberty's not on, I'll go at 8. Other than that, I'll wait till Liberty goes.
Okay.
When he gets there, because just trying to be respectful. Okay, Don.
Yeah. Big Don.
Father God, thank you for
Big
and all that crap that you happens. Big bad Don.
Good.
Anyway, I want to pray for unity. I want to pray for all of us that are in the same boat, but seem to be on different rivers. And I know that sounds silly, but bottom line is I want to pray for us to come together as one. That to me, after tonight and
Hang
what
on.
I saw, what I've seen is very important. We've got to stick together. Yes, we may disagree on many things, but we got to be together on one thing.
Can we
One
get
thing,
pairs?
one thing, word. What? Do you need to speak, David? Go ahead.
Nope.
We
nope,
need to
nope.
come
I'm
together.
just saying Kimmy's getting some pears. I said I want one too. Sorry.
We need to come together as one and be together, not separate. They want to divide us. That's their fear factor. And in Jesus' name, I'm just asking for all of us to come together as one and be together in the one thing that matters most is that we bring us all as one, again, as one, and believe that that is the solution to what happens in the future. We've got to be together. I know it sounds stupid, but I see it, and I don't understand why there's so much division, and that's their thing, is dividing us, and I'm sick of it. Father, please forgive us for coming against each other and bring us together. In Jesus' name, amen. I'll just stop it right there.
Thanks, Don.
I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. I hate division.
Do. I want a pear. I'm hungry for a pear. I'm going to Kimmy's house. I didn't say nothing. Why did you tell me to shut
Who
up? I
loves
didn't
you,
say
baby?
nothing. I don't know. I was
I
just
didn't tell you to
told me
shut
to
up.
shut up. I
You're
didn't
the
say
only
nothing.
one that told me to shut up.
Right. Well, there was a good reason for it too. No, somebody just told me to shut up. I wasn't even saying nothing. Going
Hey,
over to
who
Kimmy's house
loves
to get a
y'all?
pear.
I do. All of y'all. Even Will. Love y'all.
Yep. All right, I'm out, guys. See you tomorrow.
Good people. Damn good people.